On behalf of our Director General, Dr. Villalobos, and all the staff members throughout the 34 member states, it is my pleasant duty to extend good wishes and solidarity to all the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. This is my first visit, and I stress my first visit to the beautiful country since Hurricanes Irma and Maria that brought devastation to the region, leaving a path of destruction on many countries, silencing communication, and cutting off water and electricity, and flattening the agriculture sector. I wish to assure you that even though I'm just visiting after the storms, it is by no means an indication of our concern of your well-being. Almost on a daily basis, I was given an update by Mr. Merchant, Augustine Merchant, head of our delegation, the ICA delegation in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I can tell you sometimes he was really feeling annoyed because we were outside of St. Kitts and Nevis and we didn't know what was happening. So when I got communication with Mr. Merchant, it was maybe 3 to 4 times a day to know exactly what was happening. In addition, on a frequent basis, we have been in contact with ICA headquarters, trying to ensure that funds were obtained to rehabilitate the agriculture sector, which was greatly affected. In doing so, we were mindful that our organization, ICA, is not a funding agency, but a technical cooperation agency. However, with a little creativity and, of course, a little pressure, we were able to find approximately about 100,000 EC dollars to assist farmers in St. Kitts and Nevis. Approximately 60,000 came from the ICA CARDI Agreement Fund. The ICA CARDI institutional collaboration started in 1989, with both institutions signing a 5-year cooperative agreement to promote agriculture research and development in the Caribbean. And why we did that? Because as a technical cooperation, we only can advise and support farmers in improving agriculture and rural development. But to improve agriculture and doing rural development, we need the science-based technology to bring it to the farmers. So that's why we signed the agreement with the regional organization. And if you can recall, and I'm sure that Mr. Merchant already explained what ICA is about, we are operating in 34 countries, and the 34 countries are divided in 5 regions. And all the Caribbean countries are in the Caribbean region. And that's why it is for us a privilege to work with CARDI to make sure that that technology that is developed by that institution is spread out to the countries in our Caribbean region. Both organizations realized that the collaborative effort could provide a more effective contribution to the agriculture, research and development in their common member states than otherwise be achieved by separate and independent action of each party. To date, 6 cooperation agreements have been signed by ICA and CARDI. The most recent being was in November 2015. Under that ICA allocation of $200,000 annually to CARDI, we executed in collaboration different projects. Projects such as fencing wire, beehives, drip lines, poultry feed, plastic films, and a wide range of vegetable seeds. We anticipate that 16 greenhouses would be repaired, approximately 30 acres of vegetable crops will be planted, and 60 farmers would be helped. We at ICA and CARDI recognize the enormous challenges the Caribbean faces, particularly with regard to increasing the agriculture sector productivity and competitiveness, enhancing food and nutrition security, improving the management of natural resources, production capacity, and understand the implication of climate change, as mentioned by the representative of CARDI, Mr. Christian Fleming. ICA has been actively positioning a cooperation agenda for the Caribbean in the aforementioned issues, improving the capacity of agriculture to mitigate and adapt climate change and make better use of natural resources is one of our main objectives in ICA's 2010-2020 strategic plan. And why we're saying 2010-2020 strategic plan? We're working on a basis of a 10-year planning, and each medium-term plan, each 4 year, we are preparing a new medium-term plan. And as was mentioned by our colleague from CARDI, we need to be aware and mindful of the climate change impacts in our region, especially in the OECS region. And I can refer to that because when I started in 2014 in the region, every year I'm confronted in one of my countries with a national disaster. If it is not a low-level trough, it is Erika. If it is not Erika, it is Irma and Maria. You understand? So we need to be mindful that the climate change impact in the Eastern Caribbean states is real, and we need to take measures against this. And that's why ICA, in their strategic plan, they are providing expertise and advisory services to enhance the institutional and human capabilities of the member countries. At a regional level, ICA, through its different cooperation instruments, seeks to strengthen the existing national and regional institutions, support member states to develop and implement public policy, promote horizontal cooperation, and develop awareness, knowledge, and capacities to manage the multiple environmental risks threatening the agriculture production, including climate change. Today is the CARDI Open Day, 44 years of CARDI, a day when CARDI will showcase and reflect on some of their achievements over the past year. I think that they deserve a round of applause. And as a representative to the ECS, I need to wish CARDI on behalf of our Director General 44 years more and congratulate them. In congratulating CARDI, I must remind our collaborators that we at ICA this year are celebrating 75 years as an institution and 25 years since St. Kitts and Nevis has become a member of our institution. I'm certain that the stakeholders and the farmers, including the Ministry of Agriculture, would agree that it was good for St. Kitts and Nevis to be a member of ICA, and for us at ICA, it was our pleasure and is our pleasure to support the agriculture sector and the rural well-being in St. Kitts and Nevis. On behalf of the ICA staff in St. Kitts and Nevis and the ICA staff in the region and in the hemisphere, we want to wish you a fruitful day. And it is always my pleasure to be here in St. Kitts and Nevis. On behalf of the Institute, we are committed and we will continue provide assistance in improving the agriculture sector and rural development. Thank you very much.
Stay up to date with news, programs, and activities of the government with SKNIS. Like us on Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter. And watch our videos on YouTube. Connect with us today. SKNIS, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service.